All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take the hatch off this car. Gonna put it right over here for now. We've started sanding on it. We're hitting most everything with just some Scotch-Brite, and up in here we're hitting with sandpaper, and we have a little bit of rust, surface rust right here, so we're gonna treat it and we should be good. This wire that comes through right here just detaches. It's got a plug right here, so you're just gonna pull this plug out, and you're gonna have to come in and pull your panels so that you can get down to this. So you're just gonna disconnect these right here. As you can see, it's all connected right here. So once you disconnect it right down here, this will just pull through. You have some bolts behind your headliner panel here, so you're gonna take those off, and essentially your hatch is free. You're gonna pop these off right here. Should be good. Now, you're gonna have to have some help, obviously. This thing is extremely heavy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up as like a time lapse for you guys. Me and Andrew are just gonna go ahead and knock this out. See you in a few. All right, here we go. Got it off. Everything's looking good. No rust up here, so that's really good news, because I was worried about that. Everything looks really good, so I'm pleased. Essentially, I mean, I'm gonna call this rust free back here, because I mean, that's just light surface rust. That's not going to be an issue. We're just going to paint some stuff on that, some chassis saver, and we should be good. But the hatch itself is fine. There's no issues there, as far as I can see right now anyway. I've only actually done this one other time, and it's a nightmare. You know, really, you can do this by yourself, but man, if you drop this thing, that back glass is stupid expensive. So it's best just to have somebody with you. And look, what we're going to do now is just go ahead and scuff everything up. We'll probably fine-tune some of this in here, make it look good now that we've got it off. But essentially, this is all we're going to do, and this is how we're going to address it. Car's stripped down pretty good now, I guess you could say. We'll get back to you in a few. Here is your chassis saver. Andrew is painting this stuff on with a brush, with a toothbrush. This shit, yeah, this stuff is extremely good right here. I'm about to show you guys just how good it is. Look at that corner too, Andrew. It stops rust like dead in its tracks. It's not going to go anywhere, and you're good to go after that. So what we're doing is just pouring it down here, and Andrew's just smearing it in. There's nothing you need to mix up. This stuff just pours out of the can, or just comes out of the can, and you just smear it on.
It sticks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It covers extremely good. Creates a hard shell on the outside, and it doesn't take long to dry either, so it'll air dry. This is it again, if you guys want to know what it is. This is how hard this stuff bites down. So look at this can. It's actually pulled itself inside out, me trying to get this thing off. And look guys, I was really trying to get this off. So one little thin coating around the edge of the top of this thing was enough to pull the guts of itself out. We had to drill a hole in the top of it to pour it on. So as you can see, we've not yet done the door jambs, but what we're going to do is just leave the fenders off of it like this, and we're going to get in here with some Scotch-Brite and just kind of clean everything up and shoot the inside from here, and then open the door up and shoot from that side. Andrew really worked on this door earlier, really got these body lines looking kind of crispy now. So before they were faded and starting to kind of go away. I don't know if you guys know anything about it, but you can run a tape line across your body line where you want it to be, block it out, and then move the tape line to the other side, whether it's top or bottom, and block that out, and then that keeps that line crispy. Or you can build a body line. So Andrew done a damn fine job on that. We're going to use a harder block. I have a long Dura block coming, so we're going to use that to really kind of block this thing out smooth. So Andrew is working this dent we got up here out. We applied some of this polyfill to the top where we had the Bondo. Hopefully you guys will see in the video where we did a little PDR, kind of tap down on some stuff. Anyway, put a light skim coat of Bondo on it. I think we've got this thing pretty close. Now I'm not going to sit here and guarantee you that this is going to be perfect. This is a really hard spot to work out, especially for somebody that's not a professional. So Andrew's doing a damn good job though, guys. He's got the concept down, he's patient, and look, that's what it's going to take. The main reason why I'm letting Andrew do this is, well, for one reason to teach him, but another reason is to show you guys you can do it too. Andrew's never done this before. How many times have you done Bondo work and blocked out a car? First time. And he's doing a damn good job. You just got to have a mind for it and think about it critically. It's really looking good. And remember, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, because a good thick primer, like a poly primer, will fill in some stuff. But now you want to get it close. Essentially, you want it done, but if there is a small imperfection in it, then the primer will fix that. So, like I said, that's 180 grit. That is the poly filler, which is a very lightweight filler. It's real thin over the top of the Bondo, and he's just working it out with one of these soft blocks. The reason why we're using a soft block right now is just because that's really curved up there, and that allows him to kind of bend that thing around it and just work it over the top of it. I'll show you guys what it is that we're using. We've seen a lot of comments about, what are you using? Somebody just commented on Instagram actually a few minutes ago and wanted to know like a breakdown of all the stuff that we're using, how I go about sanding, what grits, what type of products that I use, and we will cover that at some point, probably after the car is done, or maybe on a rainy day when we don't have anything to do. But for right now, we'll show you guys this. This is what we are using. We're also using just regular old Bondo. You can get that stuff at Walmart, auto parts store. Fiberfill is what we used on this to smooth that out. So that's turning out really good actually right now. So feeling pretty good about that. And this stuff is not going to come off. It's there. The poly glaze is really thin. You guys can see it in the bag. I mean, you hold it and it's really soft. That's actually just a glazing is all it is. It's designed to go over your Bondo to fill in any pits, any chips, anything like that, any light scratches. But you can also use that poly glaze to fix low spots. You don't want to fix big low spots. You just want to fix, like something tiny that's just a slight depression that maybe primer won't get out. You can use it like that. I've never had any issue with it anyway. Let's check on Andrew real quick. What you got?
That right there, I don't know what we're gonna do about that right there.
What do you think it is?
Just where
the transition?
Yeah, where we put the new Bondo at.
Just blend that off right there. Yeah, just try to start like right there and just blend it back. This stuff right here, give you an update on it. It's been about an hour and it is hard as a rock already. You can hear that, guys. So we got some up here, and this was not rust necessarily, but this rubberized stuff that they put up here, right here. This stuff had started to kind of chip off, so we just went ahead and filled it in with that chassis saver. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for now. I'll pick back up with you guys in a few minutes, and we'll see what Andrew's got, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot some primer on top of this car, and that's probably gonna wrap it up today. I might go ahead and shoot some primer in some of these jams back here, but we're not gonna get into base coat today. It's getting too late. Memphis, what are you doing, baby?
I'm about to sweep.
You're about to sweep? You about to sweep up all this mess?
Yes.
That's pretty. Daddy made a mess, didn't he? Look at that. Ugh.
That's funny.
She is in primer. So we have about 99% of the car in primer. The only thing left is right up here on the cowl. We'll get to that after a while. I'm not sure. We have a dip in that, so I'm probably going to put something in there, maybe like a football or soccer ball or something, and pump it up. That way it kind of lifts up on it, and whatever we're left with, we will smooth out with some filler. But for right now, the car is pretty much done as far as like primer goes. So this is looking really good. We have to come in and feather all this. We forgot to do that. I put some extra coats up here, so that's why it's discolored. I'm liking it. All this has pretty much been blocked out. I'll go back over it once again. So what we probably will do on this side is go ahead and sand out to 600 grit over here. We'll check it again, make sure it's blocked out smooth, but I think we're good. On the deck lid, what I chose to do is just blend a little primer in, and the main reason is up in here, this is where it's going to be most critical for this paint to stick. All this has been sanded good. I feel like the paint's going to stick nice. We had some bare metal, so it needed to be primed. Also, you guys know we put the chassis saver on here, so needed a little bit of primer on the edges. Other than that, though, we're not going to go any further with it. We're going to, of course, take everything off. We're going to take all the latches off. We're going to tape off the window. We're going to take this latch off back here. Back here, everything's been primed, looking really good. Went ahead and sprayed the back panel back here for the tail lights. This side of the car is almost blocked out. This Rear quarter is pretty flat, pretty smooth. I'm okay with that. Got a little bit of work to do right around the wheel well. Got to finish that up. That'll probably take me 20-30 minutes to do. And this door over here is going to have to be blocked out with a harder, stiffer block. This fender is not lined up. Obviously, it's still loose, so that's why the body lines don't match up. But anyway, guys, that is going to be your update for right now. She's getting there. I mean, we are so close to paint. I can taste it. We are going to be putting some color on the car probably within the next few days, maybe week, but we're not going to do the whole car. We're just going to do like the lower half of it. Like I said, maybe some door jams, stuff like that. We'll go ahead and shoot some clear coat on it. Anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this video up for now. And as always, thanks for watching.